guys, so the car which we are going to see today is the BMW, the ultimate driving machine, and the keys with me. A nice looking key. You have a special button here for the welcome light, a nice M designated key, and this is the car. This is the new 3 Series, and the one we have with us is the 330i. The first 3 Series was launched in the year 1975, and the first 3 Series was a 2-door sedan. Then the model lineup expanded to a 4-door sedan, a 2-door convertible and a coupe, and a 5-door GT. Long evolution for the 3 Series lineup. This color which we have with us today is the Portimao blue, by my personal favorite. You have option of white, grey and a black. This car gets M Sport kit, and this is the one-piece grill, active stream BMW kidney grill. It's an active one. Yes, it can open up when the engine requires cooling. Now it's closed since the engine is off. Really a nice touch. A new LED headlight setup here. It has a throw of 500 meters. This is how it looks when it's lit. It gets a cornering function. It's a very nice looking. It resembles the F30. And this is the new LED fog light setup in a horizontal way. Nice cuts and creases on the bumper. You get front sensors on the bumper. Honeycomb grill here. 3 Series is built on CLAR architecture, the cluster architecture platform of BMW, which is 55 kilos lighter than the predecessor but more stronger. And this is the double spoke style M light alloy wheels. They're 18 inches and run on 225/45 section tires. You get a M logo here on the wheel. This alloy wheel looks really nice. You get M logo here on the fender as well. This car looks really purposeful in every angle. The outside rear view mirrors, they get a heating function, auto folding function and an automatic parking function for the co-driver side. And look at this, a carpet light here. But can you guess where does the light project from? I'll show you. Look at this, a light here. Nobody can imagine to have a light here, but BMW has done it. Wow, BMW, what a placement. You get a cut here. Lot of cuts and creases on the car for the aerodynamics, good stability. This car gets a lot of gloss black touches here. You get a gloss black touch on the A-pillar, below the ORVMs. The window line is blacked out. You get a sunroof here. It's a bigger one compared to the predecessor, but not a panoramic. You get a shark fin antenna, a typical BMW style. On the safety front, this car gets 6 airbags, ABS, EBD, brake assist, dynamic stability control, traction control, tire pressure monitoring system, a BMW condition based service system, driver fatigue alert, a crash sensor, run flat tires. You get ISOFIX mounts. Let's open the fuel lid. It's a petrol. It should be a petrol. It's a 330i. RON 95 indication on the lid. The 3 Series is designed by Michael Markevka. 3 Series is one of the best selling model in the BMW car lineup. It grabs 30% of total annual sales of BMW cars, which is really impressive. The Series is codenamed as G20. The rear profile looks really good. The lower bumper is finished in grey. It gets a diffuser setup. This is an M bumper. The exhausts are real. You would have seen it. This is the fake setup here, just a cosmetic thing. You get cuts on the bumper, even a reflector here on the bumper. And this is the new LED tail lamp setup. It's a quite different setup from the earlier BMWs. This is how it looks when it's lit. It looks nice. It dominates the rear profile. BMW has gone ahead in designing the rear profile of the car, keeping the DNA in mind. Let's open the boot. Opens up very nice. Look at this. The spare wheel is gone. It's not gone, it's gone underneath. That's how BMW has been listening to Indian customers. And the loading sill is flat, which is a good thing to load in and out your luggage. This car gets 480 liters of boot space. You get a space here. You get a space here as well. No hooks anywhere. You get a 40-20-40 split, which is also a new thing for the 3 Series. A lever here to fold back the seats, which was missing earlier. BMW has been being practical. A light here and sporty as well. Reflector setup here for safety. Look at the spare wheel. It's well planked, well placed, and some space to keep your stuff. You get a camera setup here and light LED setup for the number plate. This car gets a Saint Gobain glass, which gets an acoustic auto glazing function and heating function for the windows. You get a stop lamp here. This car is definitely a looker from every angle, and this blue is really beautiful. You get a black touch here on the window line as well. It looks very nice, adds a character to the car. Let's open the door. Quite a heavy door, gives a reassuring feel. This is how the door pad looks. This car gets a beach setup. You have option of black, brown and a cognac, which is an orange. You get stitching here. Everything feels soft. A nice aluminum door handles here, aluminum touches here. You have some space to keep your stuff. Ambient lighting setup, speaker here, water bottle holder, and this is how the rear seat looks. Really nice contoured seats, one of the best in the segment according to my preference. You get a adjustable headrest, 3 adjustable headrests, but no sun blinds at the rear. Cost cutting done here. You get isofix mounts, a sliding armrest here, and as usual a cup holder. And look at this, you can access the boot from the rear seat. That's a nice touch. BMW has thought about the rear passengers. And this car gets a 3-zone climate control, 2 at the front, 1 at the back. This is the first in the segment. A very good thing here. 12-volt charging socket, USB ports, and this is a transmission tunnel. Strictly a 2-seater at the rear. You get magazine holders at the rear. Three Series is designed by Michael Markevka. This car measures around 4.1 meters in length, 1.8 meters in width, and it is 1.4 meter tall. Let's open the door. No passive entry, a light placement here. I don't know why Germans don't like passive entries. Nice hefty door, doors open wide, and this is how the door looks. A neat looking door pad. You get a solid aluminum door handle, settings for the seat, memory settings, lock unlock button here. You get a nice stitching on the door pads, looks really premium. Power window controls here, ambient lighting setup. It's a smaller setup, should have been a longer one. Nice soft touch everywhere, boot lid opener, speaker here, bottle holder, and this is how the front seat looks. This car gets a sports seat setup, looks really nice and supportive. Scuffletting here, tire pressure measurements, and this is the power adjustable 12-way front seats. You get a power adjustable for the co-driver as well, aluminum touches here, and this is the button for the bolstering setup. You can adjust according to your size, which helps you in cornering, very important for this car. And this is the new switch setup. Gone is the switch, rotatory switch. You get buttons everywhere for auto, rear lights, park lights for the rear fog light, front fogs, and for the illumination controller. This is all changed for the dynamics, for the driver's focus on the driving, not to search somewhere. You just need to keep his finger here and just operate it without even looking at it. A nice secret space for the driver. You get felt lining inside, nice touch. This is the interior of the new 3 Series. It's in line with its new cars like the X5, the X7, the Z4, and now the 3 Series. A very nicely looking layout dashboard, driver focused. Everything is ergonomically placed. You need not reach out for something else. Everything is placed in a proper place. Very well done job, BMW. This is the 3-spoke M steering wheel. Looks really nice, good to hold. Gets Napa leather finishing here. Look at this, you get a leather stitching here as well. Detail given by BMW. Media controls, call button, everything on this side. Cruise control, limiter on this side. And look at this, you get an M badging here on the wheel, which reminds you you're sitting in an M car. Really nice feeling. You get aluminum paddle shifters, very important for this car. Wiper controls here this way. You get a controls for indicator, light switch this way, and this is for the trip computer, and this is even placed in a proper place, not to distract the driver while driving. Just click it and just look at the screen while having the focus on the road. And this car gets a manual setup for the steering wheel adjustment, both for the reach and rack. Should have been an electric one. And this is the new 12.3-inch fully digital instrument cluster. Gone are the rings of the typical BMW style. This looks nice. It is a bit new. We'll get some time to use to it, but that's how BMW has designed. The RPM meter is on the opposite side. You have a lot of controls in it. It doesn't distract you. You get Newton meter settings here, torque meter. You get a G-force meter here. Look at the FM display here. Looks really nice. You get a battery regenerator meter here. Your driving pattern meter. A lot of controls, very subtle, very focused. Gets a dark theme. This changes according to the modes. This for the comfort. For the Eco Pro, things are very subtle but very neatly laid out. Doesn't be hard on your eyes. And this is the 10.25-inch multimedia screen. Look at how it connects to the instrument cluster. This gets an iDrive 7.0 operating system, which gets a lot of connected car features. Like this car gets an auto stop function, which is connected to the navigation of this car to avoid the falls off and on, which is a very nice touch, very smart way to operate. You get a lot of functions: journey data, sport display, energy flow. Even you can keep track of everything in this car. Check control messages, Like now it's telling me to reset the tire pressure, service requirements, engine oil level, tire pressure monitoring system check. Look at the screen, everything is given attention. The way you move, the car moves inside, and the car is designed so well. That's how the attention to detail given by BMW. This is the ambient lighting. This car gets 11 color ambient lighting setup. It looks really nice and dark. I'll just show you. It gets a blue and white setup, which I have selected now. This is how it looks. It's a very well laid out ambient lighting. You just get a brightness, and this car gets a 10 speaker hi-fi loudspeaker setup with 205 watts of output. This gets a touchscreen setup, which is very fluid to use. It gets an Apple CarPlay, which is wireless, but doesn't get an Android Auto. I don't know why. BMW has kept for the further updates for future. iDrive system is one of the best systems in the cars in the business today. It's fast, easy to use. Nice aluminum controls for the airspeed. Lot of aluminum touches on the air vents. Controls for the AC. This is a dual zone climate control, and this is for the FM station volume controller. And this FM station buttons like the 1, 2, 3 have excessive touch to it. You just keep your hand on a finger on it, and you can have a look on the screen. This is also not to distract the driver while driving. Wow, BMW, what attention given here. And this is the new setup of interior. That's how the glove box opens. You get a wireless charging place here, a 12-volt charging socket, cup holders, USB port, a nice big space for keep your bigger phones. This is the aluminum tetragon finish, which BMW calls. Looks really nice, lifts the appeal of the car. And this is the new iDrive interface and a nice gear lever. It's a parking button, good to hold. A lot of controls. You get a start stop, well placed this time. And this is the BMW driving experience modes like the Eco, Comfort, Sport, and a parking button here, camera button, traction control button here. You get an auto hold function button, and the electronic parking brake. Gone the manual handbrake, which the 3 Series was known for. You get a light here inside the center armrest. Storage is quite decent, not big I would say. A nice stitching on the armrest, finish of aluminum here as well. Glove box, nice finishing inside, but the glove box is small, not that big. Doesn't get a cooling function either. So this is how the door looks when it's closed. Everything in this car is soft. Nice LED interior lighting. You get a lighting interior here as well, which glows at night depending upon the color you select. No sunglass holder. This was a sunroof. Sunroof is a little bigger. It's expanded little rear seat for passengers to enjoy from behind the sky view. It doesn't open up fully, I don't know why, but it has more space to open up. You get a vanity mirror with the light here for the passenger, airbag instructions, and a microphone here for the co-driver, microphone here for the driver as well, and a vanity mirror and a light placement here. It's all LED. Look at a 320D ahead. a speaker here. You get a tweeter here on the door and on that side as well. Hey guys, so time to open the engine bay, which is the heart of the car, for which the car is so special. And this is the 2-liter inline 4-cylinder turbocharged twin power, which produces 258 bhp of power and a massive 400 newton meters of torque. This car can do 0 to 100 in 5.8 seconds, which is really quick for the segment with a massive performance. The engine is placed in a diagonal position for the 50-50 weight distribution. This car gives 5 series levels of performance and refinement. So guys, the verdict for today's car is, should you just go ahead and buy the car, or should you shortlist it, or should you avoid it? I would say if you are in a market for a family sports sedan, then BMW 3 Series is a car you will never go wrong with it, and obviously the BMW driving experience. So guys, if you like the video, do like and subscribe the channel and comment below. Thank you. Bye bye. See you again.